Hello students, welcome to my channel. In this video, I am going to discuss the most important questions of geography, all chapters. This is the last time revision for the board exam. So be with this video till the end. This video is very helpful for you. If you didn't subscribe my channel yet, please hit the subscribe button, click the bell icon so that you can get the notification of my new videos. Let us start from the first chapter. Resources and development. Which of the following ways is not correct about the classification of the resources? Options are given to you. You have to select the correct option. See, on the basis of origin, the resources are classified. On the basis of exhaustibility also, the resources are classified. On the basis of status of development also, the resources are classified. But on the basis of alluring, the resources are not classified. So the correct option for this question is option C. Let us see the classification of resources. On the basis of origin, biotic and abiotic. On the basis of exhaustibility, renewable and non-renewable. On the basis of ownership, individual, community, national and international. On the basis of status of development, potential, developed stock and reserves. On the basis of their origin, how the resources are classified. Options are given to you. You know the correct answer. What is the correct answer for this question? The correct answer for this question is biotic and abiotic. Let us know some important facts. On the basis of origin, the resources are classified into biotic and abiotic. Biotic resource consists of living things, while abiotic resource consists of non-living things. Some quotes are also very important for exam perspective. Let us see this question. Who said there is enough for everybody's need and not for anybody's greed? This is said by Mahatma Gandhi. Which one of the following is an example of biotic resource? Biotic resource means living things. So, which of the following is the example of living thing? Human beings. So, the correct option of this question is human being. Option C. Biotic resources are obtained from biosphere and have life. For example, human being, flora and fauna, fisheries, livestock, etc. Now the question is, which one of the following is not an example of abiotic resource? Abiotic resource means non-living things. So, which of the following is the example of non-living thing? Animal. So, the correct option for this question is option D. All things which are composed of non-living things are called abiotic resources. For example, rocks, water, air, minerals, metals, etc. What is sustainable development? Options are given to you. You have to write the correct option. What is the correct option for this question? Option D, A and C. Development should take place without damaging the environment. Then development in the present should not compromise with the needs of the future generation. Sustainable economic development means development should take place without damaging the environment, and development in the present should not compromise with the needs of the future generation. That means you have to use the resources properly and you have to store the resources for the use of future generation. You should not waste the resources. In which city of Brazil more than 100 heads of states met in June 1992 for the first International Earth Summit? The correct option is option A, Rio de Janeiro. In June 1992, more than 100 heads of states met in Rio de Janeiro in Brazil for the first International Earth Summit. The summit was convened for addressing urgent problems of environmental protection and socio-economic development at the global level. The Rio Convention endorsed the Global Forest Principles and adopted which agenda for achieving sustainable development in the 21st century. The correct option is Agenda 21. Let us see what is it. In Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, the assembled leaders signed the Declaration on Global Climatic Change and Biological Diversity. The Rio Convention endorsed the Global Forest Principles and adopted Agenda 21 for achieving sustainable development in the 21st century. Which of the following statements about Agenda 21 is true? Let us see the options. Agenda 21 is the declaration signed by world leaders in 1992 at the United Nations Conference on Environment and Development (UNCED), which took place at Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. It is correct. It aims at achieving global sustainable development. It is also correct. One of the major objectives of Agenda 21 is that every local government should not draw its own local Agenda 21. This is not correct because the major objectives of Agenda 21 is that every local government should draw its local agenda. So the correct option is option D, A and B. Now match the following. The state of Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh and Madhya Pradesh, rich in minerals and coal deposits. The state of Rajasthan, lacks in water resources. Arunachal Pradesh, lacks in infrastructural development. The coal desert of Ladakh, very rich cultural heritage. So the correct option is option B. Let us see some important facts. The states of Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh and Madhya Pradesh are rich in minerals and coal deposits. Arunachal Pradesh has abundance of water resources but lacks in infrastructural development. The state of Rajasthan is very well endowed with solar and wind energy but lacks in water resources. The cold desert of Ladakh is relatively isolated from the rest of the country. It has very rich cultural heritage, but it is deficient in water, infrastructure, and some vital minerals. This calls for balanced resource planning at the national, state, regional, and local levels. Resource planning is a complex process which involves identification and inventory of resources across the regions of the country. It is correct. Involving a planning structure endowed with appropriate technology, skill, and institutional setup for implementing resource development plans, matching the resource development plans with overall national development plans. This is also correct. So the correct option for this question is option D, all the above. Let us see some important facts about this question. Resource planning is a complex process which involves identification and inventory of resources across the regions of the country. This involves surveying, mapping, and qualitative and quantitative estimation and measurement of the resources, evolving a planning structure endowed with appropriate technology, skill, and institutional setup for implementing resource development plans, matching the resource development plans with overall national development plans. Who wrote the book Small is Beautiful? The correct option is option B, Schumacher. In 1974, Gandhian philosophy was once again presented by Schumacher in his book Small is Beautiful. Now match the following. This type of question is oftenly asked in exam. So you have to do the proper practice for this type of question for scoring well in exam. Let us see this question. The Club of Rome advocated resource conservation for the first time. The United Nations Conference on Environment and Development. It was the Earth Summit. The Brundtland Report. It is related to our common future. Gandhian philosophy. It is related to a small is beautiful. So the correct option for this question is option A. Let us see some important facts about this question so that you can attempt many direct as well as indirect questions related to these topics. At the international level, the Club of Rome advocated resource conservation for the first time in a more systematic way in 1968. The United Nations Conference on Environment and Development, also known as the Rio Conference or the Earth Summit, was a major United Nations conference held in Rio de Janeiro from June 3 to June 14, 1992. The Brundtland Commission Report 1987 introduced the concept of sustainable development and advocated it as a means for resource conservation, which was subsequently published in a book entitled Our Common Future. Our Common Future, also known as the Brundtland Report. In 1974, Gandhian philosophy was presented by Schumacher in his book Small is Beautiful. It was based on the conservation of resources at the global level. Which of the following is not matched correctly? In column A, states are there, and in column B, main cause of land degradation are mentioned. So you have to see that whether a state is matched with the main cause of land degradation correctly or not. Chhattisgarh, the main cause of land degradation is deforestation. It is correct. Maharashtra, the main cause of land degradation is overgrazing. It is also correct. Punjab, the main cause of land degradation is over irrigation. It is also correct. Western Uttar Pradesh, the main cause of land degradation is mining, not. It is not correct because the main cause of land degradation in Western Uttar Pradesh is over irrigation. So the correct option for this question is option D. Let us see some important facts. In states like Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh and Odisha, deforestation due to mining have caused severe land degradation. In states like Gujarat, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh and Maharashtra, overgrazing is one of the main reasons for land degradation. In the state of Punjab, Haryana, Western Uttar Pradesh, over-irrigation is responsible for land degradation due to waterlogging, leading to increase in salinity and alkalinity in the soil. Land degradation due to waterlogging, leading to increase in salinity and alkalinity in the soil. Which activity retards the process of infiltration of water into the soil after it settles down on the land? Let us see the options one by one. The mineral processing like grinding of limestone for cement industry. It is the correct option. Deforestation. It is not the correct option. The mineral processing of calcite and soapstone for ceramic industry. It is also the correct option. So the correct option for this question is A and C. D. Let us know some important facts. The mineral processing like grinding of limestone for cement industry and calcite and soapstone for ceramic industry generate huge quantity of dust in the atmosphere. It retards the process of infiltration of water into the soil after it settles down on the land. Which factor is responsible for the formation of soil? Change in temperature, parent rock or bedrock. It is also correct. Activities of decomposers. It is also correct. So the correct option for this question is option D, all the above. Relief, parent rock or bedrock, climate, vegetation, and other forms of life and time are important factors in the formation of soil. Various forces of nature, such as change in temperature, actions of running water, wind and glaciers, activities of decomposers, etc., contribute to the formation of soil. Soil also consists of organic and inorganic materials. The alluvial soils have been deposited by which three important rivers? Which of the following is not among them? Let us see one by one. The Ganga, it is there. The Indus, it is also there. The Narmada, it is not there. The Brahmaputra, it is also there. So the correct option is the Narmada. Narmada is not there in the formation of alluvial soils. The alluvial soils have been deposited by three important Himalayan rivers, the Indus, the Ganga, and the Brahmaputra. Now, Chapter 2, Forest and Wildlife Resources. Which of the following animals would not be categorized as critical, that is on the verge of extinction? Let us see the options one by one. Forest spotted owlet. This is correct. Pink-headed duck. It is also correct. Mountain quail. It is also correct. So the correct option for this question is option D, all the above. Let us see some important facts. Some estimates suggest that at least 10% of India's recorded wild flora and 20% of its mammals are on the threatened list. Many of these would now be categorized as critical, that is, on the verge of extinction, like the cheetah, pink-headed duck, mountain quail, forest spotted owlet, and plants like Maduka insignis, a wild variety of mahua, and Hubardia heptanoren, a species of grass. What is Hubardia heptanoren? It is the species of grass. So the correct option is option C. The species whose population has declined to a level from where it is likely to move into the endangered category in the near future if the negative factor continue to operate are called the vulnerable species. Based on the International Union for Conservation of Nature and Natural Resources IUCN, we can classify the plant and animal species as vulnerable species, it is also correct. Endemic species, it is correct. Extinct species, it is also correct. So the correct option is all the above. D option. Based on the International Union for Conservation of Nature and Natural Resources IUCN, we can classify the plant and animal species as normal species, endangered species, vulnerable species, rare species, endemic species, and extinct species. Which organization classifies plant and animal species? Now only we discuss about this Union for Conservation of Nature and Natural Resources, IUCN. The forest and tree cover in the country is estimated at 79.42 million hectares, which is what percent of the total geographical area? The correct option is option D, 24.16%. Option D. Let us know some important facts. The forest and tree cover in the country is estimated at 79.42 million hectares, which is of the total geographical area. Dense forest 12.2%, open forest 9.14%, and mangrove 0.14%. What is Maduka insignis? It is a wild variety of mahua. Blue sheep, Asiatic elephant, Gangetic dolphin, etc. are examples of which type of species? The correct option is vulnerable species. Option A. Vulnerable species are those whose population have declined to the point where they are likely to become endangered in the near future if the negative factors continue to operate. Which of the following is an example of endemic species? The correct option for this question is option D, Nicobar pigeon. Let us see what is endemic species. Endemic species are species which are only found in some particular areas, usually isolated by natural or geographical barriers. Examples of such species are the Andaman teal, Nicobar pigeon, Andaman wild pig, Mithun in Arunachal Pradesh. In which practice a single commercially valuable species was extensively planted and other species eliminated. The correct option is option B, enrichment plantation. Enrichment plantation is the process in which particular species of trees that are commercially profitable are planted after the removal of other species in the area. For instance, teak trees have been planted in South India after cutting down the natural forest. Cheer pine plantations have replaced the Himalayan oak and rhododendron forests in the Himalayan region. This causes the destruction of the natural forest. During the colonial period, enrichment plantations were done in India. The word enrichment plantation means plantation for beautification. Himalayan brown bear, wild Asiatic buffalo, desert fox and hornbill, etc. come under which type of species? The correct option is option D, rare species. A rare species is a group of organisms that are very uncommon, scarce, or infrequently encountered. Substantial parts of the tribal belts in northeastern India have been deforested by which region? The correct option is option A, shifting cultivation. Shifting cultivation is also known as slash and burn agriculture. Shifting cultivation is a form of agricultural practice or a cultivation system in which an area of ground is cleared for cultivation and farming is done until land fertility is exhausted. After the fertility of the land has been depleted, another plot of land is selected for cultivation. In different places, it is called differently. Let us see some different names of shifting cultivation in India. Podu in Andhra Pradesh, Joom, northeastern India, Vevar and Dahiyar, in Madhya Pradesh. Deepa in Madhya Pradesh. Batra in southeastern Rajasthan. What is an important cause of environmental destruction? Unequal access, it is correct. Inequitable consumption of resources, it is also correct. Overpopulation, it is also correct. So the correct option is all the above, D option. When was Indian Wildlife Protection Act implemented? Option D, 1972. Manas Tiger Reserve is located in which state? Correct option is Assam. Which of the following is located in the state of Rajasthan? The correct option is Sariska Wildlife Sanctuary. What was notified in the notification under the Wildlife Act of 1980 and 1986? The correct option is several hundred butterflies, moths, beetles, and one dragonfly have been added to the list of protected species. Let us see the match the following. Corbett National Park. It is there in Uttarakhand. Sundarbans National Park. It is located in West Bengal. Bandhavgarh National Park in Madhya Pradesh. Periyar Tiger Reserve. It is located in Kerala. In which year for the first time plants were also added to the protected species list, starting with 6 species? The correct option is option B, in 1991. In which state a very high percentage of its forest is managed by local communities? The correct option is option B, Arunachal Pradesh. Which state of India has the largest area under permanent forest, constituting 75% of its total forest area? Madhya Pradesh. C option. In Madhya Pradesh, permanent forest cover 30.71% of the state. Permanent forests are reserved and protected forests. What is the Himalayan yew? It is a medicinal plant. D option. The Himalayan yew is found in which parts of India? In Himachal Pradesh and Arunachal Pradesh. The Himalayan yew is used for the treatment of which disease? It is useful in the treatment of cancer. A chemical compound called taxol is extracted from the bark, needles, twigs, and roots of the Himalayan yew, and it has been successfully used to treat some cancers. The drug is now the biggest selling anti-cancer drug in the world. Which of the following reasons led to the decline in India's biodiversity? Habitat destruction, it is correct. Overexploitation, it is also correct. Poaching, it is also correct. So the correct option is all the above. Reasons which have led to the decline in India's biodiversity are habitat destruction, hunting, poaching, overexploitation, environmental pollution, poisoning, and forest fires. When was Project Tiger launched? In 1973. Project Tiger is a tiger conservation program launched in April 1973 by the Government of India during Prime Minister Indira Gandhi's tenure. Project Tiger was one of the well-publicized wildlife campaigns in the world. The Buxa Tiger Reserve is seriously threatened by which activity? The correct option is dolomite mining. The Buxa Tiger Reserve in West Bengal is seriously threatened by the ongoing dolomite mining. It has disturbed the natural habitat of many species and blocked the migration route of several others, including the great Indian elephant. Which one of the following is not responsible for the decline in India's biodiversity? The correct option is option D, afforestation. Which one of the following is not a direct outcome of environmental destruction? Severe droughts. Chapter 3, Water Resources. The fresh water is mainly obtained from surface runoff and groundwater that is continually being renewed and recharged through which process? The correct option is option C, hydrological cycle. The fresh water is mainly obtained from surface runoff and groundwater that is continually being renewed and recharged through the hydrological cycle. All water moves within the hydrological cycle, ensuring that water is a renewable resource. What percent of total volume of the world's water is estimated to exist as oceans and what percent as fresh water? The correct option is option B, 96.5% and 2.5%. What is the major source of fresh water in India? The correct option is option C, groundwater. The water found below the water table is called groundwater. The rainwater and water from other sources such as rivers and ponds sifts through the soil and fills the empty spaces and cracks deep below the ground. It is also called subsurface water to distinguish it from surface water. Match the following multi-purpose projects with their respective rivers on which they are constructed. The Bhakra Nangal project, Satluj Byas Basin. The Hirakud project, Mahanadi Basin. The Rihand project, it is constructed on Son River. The Ranjit Sagar Dam, it is constructed on Ravi River. So the correct option is option C. Let us know some important facts. Multi-purpose river projects, river on which it is constructed, states where it is located or beneficiary states. The Bhakra Nangal project, it is constructed on Satluj Byas Basin, states where it is located, Punjab, Himachal Pradesh, Haryana and Rajasthan. The Hirakud project, Mahanadi Basin, Odisha. The Rihan project, Son, Uttar Pradesh and Chhattisgarh. The Ranjit Sagar Dam or Than Dam, constructed on Ravi River and located in Punjab state. Match the following hydraulic structures in ancient India. Sophisticated water harvesting system channeling the flood water of the river Ganga. Sringvarapura. Chandragupta Maurya is associated with irrigation systems, one of the largest artificial lakes of its time. Bhopal. The tank in Hauj Khas, it was constructed in Delhi. So the correct option is option A. Let us see the hydraulic structures in ancient India. In the 1st century BC, Sringvarapura near Allahabad had sophisticated water harvesting system channeling the flood water of the river Ganga. During the time of Chandragupta Maurya, dams, lakes and irrigation systems were extensively built. In the 11th century, Bhopal Lake, one of the largest artificial lakes, of its time was built. In the 14th century, the tank in Hausa Khas, Delhi was constructed by Iltutmish for supplying water to the city fort area. The popular Badu song is related to which river? It is related to the Damodar Valley region. The popular Vadu song is related to the Damodar Valley region. It narrates the troubles faced by people owing to the flooding of Damodar River, known as the River of Sorrow. The availability of water resources varies over space and time, mainly due to the variations in seasonal and annual precipitation. But water scarcity in most cases is caused by what? Overexploitation, it is correct. Excessive use, it is also correct. Unequal access to water, it is also correct. So the correct option is all the above. The availability of water resources varies over space and time, mainly due to the variations in seasonal and annual precipitation, but water scarcity in most cases is caused by overexploitation, excessive use, and unequal access to water among different social groups. Who proudly proclaimed the dams as the temples of modern India? Correct option is Jawaharlal Nehru. Jawaharlal Nehru proudly proclaimed the dams as the temples of modern India because it would integrate development of agriculture and the village economy with rapid industrialization and growth of the urban economy. Narmada Bachao Andolan or Save Narmada movement is related to which dam? Sardar Sarovar Dam. Narmada Bachao Andolan or Save Narmada movement is a non-governmental organization that mobilized tribal people, farmers, environmentalists, and human rights activists against the Sardar Sarovar Dam being built across the Narmada River in Gujarat. It originally focused on the environmental issues related to trees that would be submerged under the dam water. Recently, it has refocused the aim to enable poor citizens, especially the hosties, to get full rehabilitation facilities from the government. Why are dams not referred to as multi-purpose projects? Dams help us in conserving and managing water, it is correct. They irrigate agricultural fields, it is also correct. They are used for electricity generation, it is also correct. Dams are useful for flood control, it is also correct. So the correct option is option B, A, B, C, D. Let us know some important facts. Dams are traditionally built to impound rivers and rainwater that could be used later to irrigate agricultural fields. Uses of dams or multi-purpose project in present time for irrigation, for electricity generation, water supply for domestic and industrial uses, flood control, recreation, inland navigation and fish breeding. Hence, dams are now referred to as multi-purpose project where the many uses of impounded water are integrated with one another. Evidence of sophisticated irrigation works have also been found under the hydraulic structures in ancient India. Match the irrigation works with their concerned states. Benar, it is related to Karnataka. Kolhapur, it is related to Maharashtra. Kalinga is related to Odisha. Nagarjuna Konda is related to Andhra Pradesh. So the correct option is option D. Match the following environmental movements with their activists. Chipko movement. Chipko movement activist is Sundarlal Bahuguna. Narmada Bachao movement activist is Medha Patkar. Apico movement Panduranga Hedge. Silent Valley Project, Kerala Shastra Sahitya Parishad. Option D. Now some important facts about the environmental movements, main activists, objectives of the agitations. Chipko movement, main activist is Sundarlal Bahuguna. Objective is save the trees by hugging them and maintain the ecological balance. Narmada Bachao movement, main activist is Medha Patkar and Baba Amte. Objective is protect the rights of tribal community living in the inhabited area and conservation of ecological biodiversity. Apico movement, Panduranga Hegre and Amrita Devi. Objective is fighting to preserve the Western Ghats remaining tropical forest. Silent Valley Project. The activist is an NGO called Kerala Shastra Sahitya Parishad. Objective is save the Silent Valley Reserve Forest from being affected by a hydroelectric dam project proposed to be built on Kutipuja River. Which remote village of Karnataka has earned the rare distinction of being rich in rainwater? The correct option is option C, Gandadhar. The villagers of Gandadhar village has installed in their households rooftop rainwater harvesting system to meet their water needs. Nearly 200 households had installed this system and the village earned a rare distinction of being rich in rainwater. Gandadhar receives an annual precipitation of 1000 millimeter and with 80% of collection efficiency, every house can collect and use about 50,000 liters of water annually. On which river is Koyana Dam built? Correct option is option A, Krishna. Koyana Dam is the one of the biggest dams in Maharashtra. The Koyana River is a tributary of the Krishna River which originates in Mahabaleshwar, Satara district, western Maharashtra in India. It is rubble concrete dam built on the Koyana River. What is gulls or culls? It is a traditional water harvesting system. Gulls and culls are one of the traditional water harvesting system. This type of method is followed in hilly and mountainous regions where people built diversion channels for agriculture. This method was followed in western Himalayas. The water storage structures in which agricultural fields were converted into rain-fed storage structures that allowed the water to sand and moisten the soil are known as khadins and johads. In the arid and semi-arid regions, agricultural fields were converted into rain-fed storage structures that allowed the water to sand and moisten the soil. These water storage structures are known as khadins in Jaisalmer and johad in other parts of Rajasthan. What is the main purpose of the rooftop rainwater harvesting? To store drinking water. Rooftop rainwater harvesting is commonly practiced to store drinking water, particularly in Rajasthan. What is India's ranks in the world in terms of water availability per person per month? The correct option is option D, 133. India receives nearly 4% of the global precipitation and ranks 133 in the world. Rearrange the process of the bamboo drip irrigation system in an order. First, bamboo pipes are used to divert perennial springs on the hilltops to the lower reaches by gravity. Then, the channel sections made of bamboo divert water to the plant site where it is distributed into branches, again made and led out with different forms of bamboo pipes. Then the flow of water into the pipes is controlled by manipulating the pipe positions. The reduced channel sections and diversion units are used at the last stage of water application. The correct option is option C. Let us know the process of bamboo drip irrigation system. Bamboo pipes are used to divert perennial springs on the hilltops to the lower reaches by gravity. The channel sections made of bamboo divert water to the plant site where it is distributed into branches, again made and led out with different forms of bamboo pipes. The flow of water into the pipes is controlled by manipulating the pipe positions. If the pipes pass a road, they are taken high above the land. Reduced channel sections and diversion units are used at the last stage of water application. The last channel section enables water to be dropped near the roots of the plant. If the pipes pass a road, they are taken high above the land. Which of the following statements is not correct about the Tehri Dam and Tehri Dam movement? Let us see the options. With the height of 260.5 meter, Tehri Dam is the tallest dam in India and 12th tallest dam in the world. Correct. Tehri Dam is located in Uttarakhand. It is also correct. Tehri Dam movement was the protest against the displacement of the town inhabitants. It is also correct. Suganta Kumari played an important role in anti-Tehri Dam movement. It is not correct. So the correct option for this question is option D. Suganta Kumari played an important role in the Silent Valley protest. Sundarlal Bahuguna was the main activist of the Tehri Dam movement. Underground tanks seen in Rajasthan to restore rainwater for drinking is called tanks. The rainwater can be stored in the tanks till the next rainfall, making it an extremely reliable source of drinking water when all other sources are dried up. From ancient times, evidence of sophisticated irrigation works has also been found in Nagarjuna. It is located in which state? The correct option is option A, Andhra Pradesh. Nearly 70% of fresh water occurs as ice sheets and glaciers in Antarctica, Greenland, and the mountainous regions of the world. In Falodi and Barmaid, almost all the houses traditionally had underground tanks or tankas for storing drinking water. Barmaid and Falodi are located in which state in India? Rajasthan. Rainwater is gathered using tanks. In underground tanks known as tankas, water is gathered during rainy seasons for drinking. As per one of the Swedish experts, water stress occurs when water availability is between which cubic meters per person per year. The correct option is option B, 1000 and 1600. Rearrange the process of the rooftop rainwater harvesting in an order. First, rooftop rainwater is collected using a PVC pipe. Then filtered using the sand and bricks. Then water from the well recharges the underground. Then take water from the well. So the correct option is option B, DCBA. First, rooftop rainwater is collected using a PVC pipe, filtered using sand and bricks. Underground pipe takes water to sump for immediate uses. Excess water from the sump is taken to the well. Water from the well recharges the underground. Take water from the well. Which state is the first state in India which has made rooftop rainwater harvesting structures compulsory to all the houses across the state? The correct option is option B, Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu is the first state in India which has made rooftop rainwater harvesting structure compulsory to all the houses across the state. There are legal provisions to punish the defaulters. In which of the following regions people built gulls and culls for irrigation? The correct option is option B, Western Himalayas. In which state of India bamboo drip irrigation system is prevalent? The correct option is option B, Meghalaya. In Meghalaya, a 200-year-old system of tapping stream and spring water by using bamboo pipes is prevalent. About 18 to 20 liters of water enters the bamboo pipe system, gets transported over hundreds of meters, and finally reduced to 20 to 80 drops per minute at the site of the plant. What percentage of the total volume of world's water is estimated to exist as oceans? The correct option is option B, 96.5%. What is the contribution of electricity in the total generation of electricity? 22%. Hydroelectricity is also called hydroelectric energy or hydroelectric power. It is a form of energy that harnesses the power of water in motion, such as water flowing over a waterfall, to generate electricity. Match the following. Nagarjuna Sagar Dam. It is constructed on Krishna River. River not having any multi-purpose river project. Yamuna. River on which Mattu Dam is constructed. That is Kaveri. One of the largest dams of Maharashtra. Koyana. Option C is the correct option. Rooftop rainwater harvesting is the most common practice of which place? The correct option is option C, Shillong. Rooftop rainwater harvesting is the most common practice in Shillong, Meghalaya. It is interesting because Cherrapunji and Masinram, situated at a distance of 55 km from Shillong. Cherrapunji and Masinram receive the highest rainfall in the world. Yet the state capital Shillong faces an acute shortage of water. Nearly every household in the city has a rooftop rainwater harvesting structure. Nearly 15 to 25% of the total water requirement of the household comes from rooftop water harvesting. Chapter 4, Agriculture. Which of the following pulses do not help in restoring soil fertility? The correct option is Arhar. Pulses need less moisture and survive even in dry conditions. All leguminous crops or pulses except Arhar help in restoring soil fertility by fixing nitrogen from the air. Therefore, these are mostly grown in rotation with other crops. Where was coffee cultivation first introduced? The correct option is option D, Baba Budyan Hill. It is located in Karnataka and it is famous for its panoramic views of sunset. What percentage of our cropped area is covered by oilseeds? The correct option is option B, 12%. Which one of the following is not true for pulses? Pulses require intensive and excessive irrigation facilities. Pulses need less moisture and survive even in dry conditions. From which of the following countries was the Arabica variety of coffee initially brought to India? The correct option is option A, Yemen. The two most well-known varieties of coffee grown are Arabica and Robusta. The cultivation of Arabica coffee was introduced in Yemen. Brazil is the largest producer of coffee in the world, as is Karnataka in India. If rice is a commercial crop in Haryana and Punjab, in which state is it a subsistence crop? The correct option is option A, Odisha. Rice is grown in many states in India such as Haryana, Punjab and Odisha. In Haryana and Punjab, rice is a commercial crop, whereas in Odisha it is a subsistence crop. In Haryana and Punjab, the main reason rice is a commercial crop is because these states have a favorable climate and irrigation facilities that make them ideal for cultivating rice. India is the second largest producer of rice after China. It requires high temperatures above 25 degrees centigrade, high humidity, and annual rainfall above 100 mm. In the areas of less rainfall, it grows with the help of irrigation. Which crop is used both as food and fodder? The correct option is option C, maize. Maize is a crop that is used both as food and fodder. It is a kharif crop. Maize grows well in old alluvial soil and requires a temperature range of 21 degree to 27 degrees centigrade. In some states like Bihar, maize is grown in the Rabi season as well. The use of modern inputs such as HYV seeds, fertilizers, and irrigation has contributed to the increasing production of maize. Karnataka, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Andhra Pradesh, and Madhya Pradesh are the major maize producing states. Now match the following. You have to match the fruits with their significant areas of growth. Let us see one by one. Guava, the major producing state is Uttar Pradesh. Orange, Maharashtra. Apple, Jammu and Kashmir. Banana, Kerala. So the correct option for this question is option C. In 2008, India was the second largest producer of fruits and vegetables in the world after China. India is a producer of tropical as well as temperate fruits. Let us see the fruits and major producing states. Mangoes, Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Uttar Pradesh and West Bengal. Oranges, Nagpur and Cherrapunji, Meghalaya. Bananas, Kerala, Mizoram, Maharashtra and Tamil Nadu. Lychee and guava, Uttar Pradesh and Bihar. Pineapples, Meghalaya. Grapes, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana and Maharashtra. Apples, pears, apricots and walnuts from Jammu and Kashmir and Himachal Pradesh are in great demand all over the world. Which group of crops can be classified under the classification of millets? Bajra and ragi. Millets are a highly varied groups of small seeded grasses widely grown around the world as cereal crops or grains for fodder and human food. The most important millets cultivated in India include jowar, bajra, and ragi. These are crops of short duration ranging from 3 to 4 months. Which of the following is a leguminous crop? The correct option is option A, pulses. India is the largest producer as well as the consumer of pulses in the world. Pulses are the major source of protein in a vegetarian diet. Major pulses grown in India are arhar, urad, moong, masoor, peas and gram. Which type of farming has the use of higher doses of modern inputs? For example, high yielding variety seeds, chemical fertilizers, insecticides and pesticides. Commercial farming. Which of the following is an age-old economic activity in our country? The correct option is option B, agriculture. India is an agriculturally important country. Two-thirds of its population is engaged in agricultural activities. Which of the following prices is announced by the government in support of a crop? The correct option is option C, minimum support prices. MSPs are the prices at which the government procures certain crops from farmers to insure them against any sharp fall in prices. Food Corporation of India is responsible for procuring and stocking food grains, whereas distribution is ensured by public distribution system. The Food Corporation of India procures food grains from the farmers at the government announced minimum support price. Given below are some geographical conditions required for the growth of tea crops in India except one. It is a beverage crop introduced by the British in India. It is not related to the geographical conditions required for the growth of tea crops. Tea is a plantation agriculture and was introduced by the British in India. India is the leading producer as well as exporter of tea in the world. Major tea producing states are Assam, West Bengal, Tamil Nadu, and Kerala. Which of the following is a Rabi crop? The correct option is gram. From the given options, rice, millets, and cotton are kharif crops. Growth with the onset of monsoon in parts of the country and harvested in September to October. Rabi crops are sown in winter from October to December and harvested in summer from April to June. Some of the important Rabi crops are wheat, barley, peas, gram, and mustard. Chapter 5, Minerals and Energy Resources. Which of the following minerals are not found in the toothpaste? The correct option is option D, chlorides. Abrasive minerals like silica, limestone, aluminium oxide, and various phosphate minerals do the cleaning in toothpaste. Where does the shine in toothpaste come from? Mica. Which of the following is a soft mineral? Talc. Fill in the blank by choosing the most appropriate option. Uranium and thorium used for generating nuclear power are found in Aravalli ranges of Rajasthan. Uranium and thorium are available in Jharkhand and the Aravalli ranges of Rajasthan are used for generating atomic or nuclear power. Which one of the following states is the largest producer of copper in India? From the given options, Rajasthan is the correct option. The Balaghat mines in Madhya Pradesh, Khetri mines in Rajasthan, and Singhbhum district of Jharkhand are leading producers of copper. Which one of the following is a non-metallic mineral? The correct option is option D, mica. Mica is a non-metallic mineral made up of a series of plates or leaves. It splits easily into thin sheets. Fill in the blank by choosing the most appropriate option. A geologist is interested in the formation of minerals, their age, and physical and chemical composition. Which form of coal has a low carbon and high moisture contents and low heating capacity? The correct option is option A, peat. Which one of the following minerals is not obtained from the veins and lodes? The correct option is option D, gypsum. Major metallic minerals like tin, copper, zinc, and lead, etc., are obtained from veins and lodes. In which of the following states is Khetri copper mines located? The correct option is option A, Rajasthan. The Balaghat mines in Madhya Pradesh, Khetri mines in Rajasthan, and Singhbhum district of Jharkhand are leading producers of copper. Identify the minerals. It is a clay-like substance that alumina and later aluminium is obtained from. These deposits are formed by the decomposition of a wide variety of rocks rich in aluminium silicates. They are found in Amarkantak Plateau, Makal Hills, and the plateau regions of Bilaspur, Katni. Bauxite. In which of the following state is Narora nuclear power plant located? The correct option is option D, Uttar Pradesh. Fill in the blank by choosing the most appropriate option. Most of India's mineral reserves are found in peninsular rocks. Peninsular rocks contain most of the reserves of coal, metallic minerals, mica, and many other non-metallic minerals. Which one of the following minerals is largely derived from ocean water? That is magnesium. In which of the following state is Kalpakkam nuclear power plant located? This is in Tamil Nadu. Chapter 6, Manufacturing Industries. Which one of the following has helped to earn or been a major source of foreign exchange for the IT industry? The correct option is option D, business process outsourcing. Business process outsourcing is a method of subcontracting various business related operations to third party vendors. This delegates the roles and responsibilities and has been in huge demand. This has earned huge reserves of foreign exchange for the IT industry. Which one of the following is not true regarding the National Jute Policy of 2005? Creating awareness about the use of biodegradable materials and packaging. This is not correct. So the option for this question is A option. In 2005, National Jute Policy was formulated with the objective of increasing productivity, improving quality, ensuring good prices to the jute farmers, and enhancing the yield per hectares. Air pollution is caused by which of the following? The correct option is option B, presence of high proportion of sulfur dioxide, carbon monoxide, and airborne particulate materials. What was the aim of establishing industries in tribal and backward areas? Bringing down regional disparities. Fill in the blank by choosing the most appropriate option. Export of manufactured goods expands trade and commerce. Fill in the blank by choosing the most appropriate option. Has gained popularity as a substitute of steel, copper, zinc, and lead in a number of industries. This is aluminium. Aluminium is light, resistant to corrosion, a good conductor of heat, malleable, and becomes strong when it is mixed with other metals. That is why it has been considered a perfect substitute of steel, copper, and lead. Fill in the blank by choosing the most appropriate option with regards to India's production of different goods. Raw jute, largest, steel, second largest. India is the largest producer of raw jute and jute goods and stands at second place as the exporter after Bangladesh. Which of the following is an important spinning center of the country? This is Gujarat. Spinning continues to be centralized in Maharashtra, Gujarat, and Tamil Nadu. Tisco, Bajaj Auto Limited, Dabur Industries belong to which of the following types of industries? Private industries. The trend of growth rate in manufacturing over the last decade has been around percent per annum. 7. The desired growth rate over the next decade in 12%. Since 2003, manufacturing is once again growing at the rate of 9 to 10% per annum. Which one of the following industries is the second most important metallurgical industry in India? That is aluminium smelting. Aluminium is light, resistant to corrosion, a good conductor of heat. It is malleable and is used for manufacturing aircraft, utensils, and wires. Which one of the following is a private sector industry? The correct option from the given option is Tisco. Private sector industries are owned and operated by individuals or a group of individuals. For example, Tisco, Bajaj Auto Limited, Dabur Industries, etc. Whale and Shell are public sector industries owned and operated by government agencies. OIL is a joint sector industry jointly owned by private and public sectors. Which of the following country is the largest producer of iron and steel in the world? China is the correct option. China is also the world's largest consumer of steel. Identify the following industry. It contributes approximately 3% of the GDP. It is the third largest in Asia and occupies the 12th place in the world in terms of its size. The industry is its own largest consumer. The chemical industry. Iron and steel industry require iron ore, coking coal, and limestone in the ratio of approximately 4:1. Which one of the following agencies markets steel for the public sector plants? The correct option is option B, SEL. SEL stands for Steel Authority of India Limited. NMCC stands for National Manufacturing Competitiveness Council. NTPC stands for National Thermal Power Corporation. Tata Steel works as an agency through which Tisco markets its produce. Which one of the following raw materials is used to harden the steel? The correct option is option B, manganese. Chapter 7, Lifelines of National Economy. Which one of the following groups of cities is connected by the National Highway number 1? Delhi and Punjab. National Waterways number 1 is navigable between which of the following places? Allahabad and Haldia. Which one of the following ports is the biggest with a spacious, natural and well sheltered harbour? Mumbai. Port was developed as a subsidiary port in order to relieve growing pressure on the Kolkata port. Haldia. Which one of the following is considered as the first class mail by the Indian Postal Network? Cards and envelopes. Which one of the following is the southernmost international airport in India? That is Nadim Bacheri. Which one of the following is the oldest port of the eastern coast of India? Chennai. Which one of the following is not an advantage of pipeline transportation? Option D. Initial cost of laying a pipeline is high. Which organization constructs and maintains roads in the border areas? BRO. The largest number of newspapers published in India are in which of the following languages? Hindi. Which one of the following is not true regarding the seaport of India? Mumbai is the biggest port with a spacious, natural and well-sheltered harbour. It is correct. Tuticorin port in Tamil Nadu has a natural harbour and hinterland. It is also correct. Visakhapatnam is the deepest landlocked and well-protected port. It is also correct. Chennai is an inland riverine port. It is not correct. So the correct option for this question is option D. In recent years, India is earning large foreign exchange through the export of which of the following? Information technology. Which of the following airlines is the nationalized airline of India? That is Air India. Which of the following is the oldest artificial port and the second most important port of the country? Chennai port. Which one of the following types of communication service in India is the largest in the world? That is postal network. How many railway zones are there in India? 17. The helicopter services to oil and natural commission in its offshore operations are provided by Pawan Hans helicopters. Narrow gauge railway line is found in the hilly areas of Darjeeling, Shillong and Ooty.